To Decision 2022 now, and we're digging into one of the biggest issues of the midterm races, abortion rights.
I mean, you can't turn on the television these days without seeing an ad focused on it. The election 1 month from tomorrow could determine the future of abortion in Pennsylvania. NBC 10's Lauren Mayk has been talking to people on both sides of the issue to find out what's motivating them and how they're talking to voters who are making decisions about who to support.
Yeah, guys, we wanted to know what some of these conversations are like and why this issue is so important to people who don't all agree on it, but whose voices could make a difference in what happens next.
The white coat, the scrubs, the political buttons, and T-shirt. Why this combination right now?
Outside a rally for Democrat John Fetterman, doctors finding that this year politics and medicine collide.
I don't think there's ever been an election that so closely touched our medical careers.
The issue galvanizing them, abortion.
It is almost impossible as a doctor and as someone who has had the need for an abortion to not step up at this moment, because it really feels like we're at the precipice.
Activism in support of abortion rights is bringing some doctors to political rallies and news conferences, pushing them to door knock on weekends. And for Dr. Anusha Viswanathan, making her own private health and political choices public.
I need to speak up for people who may not feel as comfortable as me speaking up. And to be honest, it's scary speaking up.
The future of abortion rights could be determined by the people elected this fall after the Supreme Court struck down Roe v. Wade.
I was actually doing another interview in my office live on camera when the decision came down from the U.S. Supreme Court. And all I knew at the time was that my phone just would not stop vibrating.
Eric Failing is executive director of the Pennsylvania Catholic Conference, which does not endorse candidates but does provide voter guides, highlighting where candidates stand on issues including abortion. We
will never tell people who to vote for. That is not the job of the church. What we will do, what the Mother Church tells us to do and directs us to do, is try to decide who we're going to vote for based upon our Catholic morality.
Accept our humble offering.
Recently in Delaware County, this mass was paired with a Respect Life rally and a talk by Peter DeMaio.
And unfortunately, that led to a second abortion, which I can't even tell you the amount of damage that caused right within our own family. But now, through God's grace, Trisha's forgiven herself. Trisha's forgiven me. I've forgiven her.
In speeches like this, he tells his story, his now wife having 2 abortions before they married, in the hope that other young people won't go through the same thing. And personally, for the future.
Our hope is of course, as Catholics, that Pennsylvania bans abortion altogether. There's so much to that. Obviously, there are just layers and layers and layers, but our hope would be that Pennsylvania would ban abortion altogether.
So we're working on more on this issue. You have seen us recently start posting longer political conversations. Well, we're working to bring you some on the abortion issue as well. So be sure to check out our fast channels for that. And we have recently posted a new episode talking about the opinions and power of Latino voters in Pennsylvania. So be sure to check that out.